Last week, we ended things with a big old bang and a whole lot of entanglement after Jada admitted, that she did have a relationship with August Alsina. Well, now August Alsina has gone on a very heavy Twitter rant, and this time he's even involved Keke Palmer. Turns out that there was some type of entanglement between them two, but he's like, listen, I was never your man. And Keke's not one to stay quiet. She clapped right back. Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez might just end up being the owner of the New York Mets. Today was the last day to put in a bid, and Lopez and Rodriguez put in an offer of $1.7 billion. This news actually made me very sad because I love her. Colombian superstar Karol G has been diagnosed with COVID-19. She lives with her boyfriend, Anuel, who's also a superstar. And here's the crazy part. He tested negative for COVID-19. So the couple who lives together out in Miami and is even planning their wedding for this year have now gotten separate homes, and they're going to live that way until she tests negative. Many of us woke up this morning to a very sad story. Actress Kelly Preston, who is married to John Travolta for the past 29 years, has passed away. It turns out that she was quietly and very privately fighting breast cancer for the last 2 years, and she has lost her battle. John Travolta himself made the announcement by issuing a very beautiful message himself via Instagram. We can all agree that it's always a good time for a feel-good story. Right now, I want to talk about Rehan Stanton. He's 24 years old, and he's going from collecting garbage out in Maryland to learning the law at Harvard University Law School. Turns out that his father raised him and his brother alone, and when his father suffered a stroke, Rehan got a job in sanitation to support the family. But at the same time, he was also going to the University of Maryland, where he finished his undergrad degree with a 3.84 GPA. He says that although all these bad hands were being dealt to him, failure was not an option, and he's going to be beginning his online classes at Harvard Law School this fall. Well, it turns out that Kanye West has reportedly ended his campaign for president of the United States. This comes after just 2 weeks of announcing that he was going to be running for president. Now he's bowed out. Stephen Kramer, who is a rep for Kanye's team, reportedly told New York Magazine that Kanye West will no longer run. And while speaking to the magazine, Kramer also expressed that Kanye West has a ton of support and was ready to take the necessary steps to run for president, but as of right now, he's out of the race. I just love Kelly Rowland, and I feel so sad about the things that she said during a recent episode of The Voice. Kelly Rowland is finally opening up about what it was like to live in what she says is kind of like Beyonce's shadow during her times with Destiny's Child.
Can you imagine what it's like being in a group with Beyonce? I would just torture myself in my head like, well, I can't wear this dress because they're going to say it's like B, or I can't have a song like that because it sounds too much like B. They're gonna compare anyways. I would be lying if I said, no, it's never bothered me. That's bull.
So we got another update on the Pop Smoke murder investigation. 4 people have officially been charged in his murder, and CBS News out in Los Angeles has confirmed that 2 suspects have each been charged with the murder of Pop Smoke, who was shot and killed out at the Hollywood Hills in February. And per the DA's office, Pop's murder was allegedly committed during the commission of a robbery and burglary. If these 2 guys are convicted, they would be eligible for the death penalty. Big congratulations to Tyra Banks. She is the new host of Dancing with the Stars, but it turns out that she's definitely not the people's choice. Early this week, ABC revealed that the longtime host Tom and Erin, they were going to be departing the dance show competition, and now they've announced that Tyra Banks is going to be taking their place. But fans aren't particularly happy about the network's decision to put Tyra Banks in the spot, and they're letting that be known on Twitter. I'm talking about they just don't like how she was on other shows, how she treated people on America's Next Top Model. They're even saying that, on America's Got Talent, she wasn't that good of a host. So Twitter, some of the fans, they're definitely not here for Tyra Banks taking over. So today, Nick Cannon is out of a couple of jobs. He has been fired by Viacom CBS for allegedly making some anti-Semitic remarks during a recent podcast episode in which he was discussing conspiracy theories about Jewish people. Now, Viacom is the parent company of MTV and the cable channel Teen Nick, and Nick has been very prominent working with both of these channels throughout the years. So as of right now, I do know that Nick Cannon is no longer going going to be hosting the show Wildin' Out. He's no longer going to be hosting The Masked Singer. And I know he had an executive position over at Nickelodeon. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a wrap too. Looks like Kanye West's run for the White House might be a family affair after all. Caitlyn Jenner says that she texted Kanye and said, "Can I be your vice president?" However, I must say he already missed crucial dates in key southern swing states like South Carolina and Florida, which definitely narrows his chances at victory. So Nick Cannon fans are worried about the star after he posted some very concerning tweets alluding to leaving the planet. You know, this comes just days after being fired by Viacom CBS for those alleged anti-Semitic comments. Well, Nick Cannon last night went on Instagram and he said, "I hurt an entire community and it pained me to the core. I thought it couldn't get any worse. Then I watched my own community turn on me and call me a sellout for apologizing. Good night. Enjoy Earth." And that's why a lot of the fans are wondering, is he going to hurt himself? Is he okay? And all we can do is send prayers and strength to Nick Cannon. He's going through a whole lot right now. I actually like this story a whole lot. Ray J and Princess Love are back together after filing for divorce. As per page 6, the couple isn't estranged anymore. They are back to living together. They have requested that an LA Superior Court dismiss their divorce proceeding, and the paperwork has already been handled. So the divorce is no longer happening for these two. They share some really cute kids. They have a son named Epic, which is only 6 months old, and Melody, who is 2. We woke up to very sad news this morning when it comes to Tamar Braxton. She has reportedly been hospitalized after she was found unresponsive in a hotel room on Thursday night. The singer, who is 42 years old, was found by her boyfriend at the Ritz-Carlton residence in Los Angeles where they were staying, and he says that he called 911, and in the 911 call, he claimed that Tamar had been drinking and had taken an unknown amount of prescription pills, and after that, he just found her unresponsive. According to The Blast, who is the website that initially reported the story, David, her boyfriend, believes that it was a suicide attempt. So it's been a really crazy week when it comes to this Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion story. Earlier in the week, Tory Lanez was arrested. He was hit with a gun charge, and Megan Thee Stallion had been in the car with him. Then she came out and said that she was not arrested, but she was taken to the hospital by a police officer because she had been shot intentionally twice in the foot. Well, now yesterday, TMZ comes forward and says that Tory Lanez is the one who allegedly shot Megan Thee Stallion twice in the foot, that they had been together in the vehicle. Some type of argument took place. Meg wanted to leave, and while she was standing outside the car with her best friend and they were leaving, Tory fired 2 shots and hit her twice in the foot. This required surgery, and Meg is now laid up at home.